Hello, 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 my amigos. Welcome one, welcome all. It's time for another exciting edition of, you guessed it, the show with no name, exclusively on Vaughn Radio. Now buckle up, because it's time for liftoff. Come on.
1, 0, ignition,
Come on.
liftoff.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's get moving, baby. Yes.
Get ready. Hold on to your hat. Strap on your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelts. Hold on to your hat. Get
Ready for the ride of your life.
The show with it's show with no name time on Vaughn Radio. It's a show with no name. Come on.
Let's go. Welcome, amigos. This is your English class, your daily English class. It's the show with no name, and it is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you for yet another exciting edition as we push through the week and get to everybody's favorite time of the week. Everybody's working for the weekend. Love that song. It gets you in the weekend mood. I know it's still a ways away. Que aún queda. But how do you see the glass? Half empty? Half full? A little bit of both? Well, folks, if you came to play, if you came to laugh a little bit, make friends, and even learn English, well, you came to the right place. This is the show with no name, just one of many amazing shows that are designed to teach you English, to get you excited about English, to inspire you as a person. Of course, the hour to empower. Well, who are we trying to empower? Who is Jessica Fernandez trying to empower? You. She's trying to get you to empower yourself. And I love that about our team right now. We've really got a lot of people with amazing life philosophy. Jules Linares is another one. The little I know about Jules Linares is she's a Zen master. I'm not kidding. No es broma. So what a team we've got. I got to say, I am proud to work with each and every one of my amigos here on Vaughn Radio. And remember, you guys can tune into all of these programs. You've got a couple different options. You can tune in via the Vaughn Radio app, which is great because, well, as long as you have space on your smartphone, you've always got us with you. That's a free app. Just go into your app store and punch in Vaughn Radio. And voila. We say that too. The French word voila. And there you have it. Ahí lo tienes. And also, I know many people listen to podcasts. They're more popular than ever, right? The numbers don't lie. The statistics don't lie. Podcasts are huge. Well, we're also there. We're on iVox, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and, well, whatever ones we've got. We're also on YouTube. If you search for Aprende Inglés con Vaughan on YouTube. We're on Instagram. You've got two accounts on Instagram. You've got grupovaughn.com. Well, not .com. That's the website. Grupo Vaughn and Vaughn Radio. A lo mejor llevan un guión bajo. I don't remember. But if you search, you'll find I'm following. If you're following me, mine is @ which is arroba. Very important to know that symbol. @ Alberto _Alonso, guión bajo, Alonso. I always say if it belongs to you, you should know how to say it. Yeah, an email address. In fact, I'm sure many of you know this story. The spelling bee came from me telling students, give me your email address, shout it out to me, spell it. And the students are like, A, no I, no E, no point, no. And I'm like, oh, wait a second. Houston, I think we struck a vein. Remember, we looked at that word the other day. Strike. I think we una vena, dimos con una vena aquí. And sure enough, we did. And I'm telling you guys now, especially those of you who participate in our question, and not our question of the week, our spelling bee every day, I can tell you right now, you are head and shoulders above the rest. And since I just mentioned it, the Say What soundbite, you're improving your listening, your summary skills. And of course, if you participate in our weekly speaking section, you're even improving. Heck, did you ever think that listening to a radio station, you could actually improve your spoken English? Well, yeah. You know, the technology's there. Now you just need the will, la voluntad, las ganas. You got to feel like doing it. And kudos to all of you. I've got to say, all of you who participate regularly, because that's the idea, right? Consistency, little by little, a little bit every day. And you get better and you don't even notice. That's one of the best parts until you notice. It happens a lot of times with my students when maybe they don't notice it in the day-to-day. But then, you know, Alberto, I was in Ireland for 4 days and I had no problem, you know, getting my point across and communicating with people clearly. And that's the success story. Okay, it can be I got an A or a high grade, una nota muy alta on my exams. Great too. But I love these little victories of going out there in the world and standing your ground, defendiéndote. That's when my students show me that they're not just students, they're English explorers. And even I would go as far as to say warriors when you're out there on the battleground that is, you know, communicating in a city. I think about it. I'm putting myself in the case of Bangkok. Okay, I've been to Bangkok. You know what I was in Bangkok? Just a fly. I didn't. I was just there, like just my mouth was wide open the whole time, and I did not. You know, it wasn't my city. I loved it, but I couldn't understand anything really. I mean, many people speak English, but you catch my drift. You're out there in the wild. You know, and being able to come back and say, hey, they got my coffee right. No se equivocaron cuando le pedí el café. Because, well, that's a simple thing, but you're like, damn, how come I can never get the cup of coffee exactly how I want it? Well, maybe you don't know how to order it exactly the way you want it. So these little victories for me, and I know for you, are amazing. As your teacher, I love hearing them. So please feel free to share them with me. And speaking of sharing, you can share them to the same place where you share your question of the week participation, which this week's question of the week, again, who's your favorite athlete and why? And athlete is deportista. So who's your favorite athlete and why? We've already gotten some really good answers. Let me see. I just Googled here this, the 100 best athletes of 2025. Okay, well, I kind of want all time. Let's do this. Best athletes all time. That's what I'm looking for. No, since 2000, no, that's not what we're looking for. Okay, the 50 most famous athletes. Okay, number one, no surprise here, Leo Messi. But here's my question. Does he inspire you? Because your favorite athlete, not just because of the way they play, but maybe their philosophy, maybe their sportsmanship, no, su deportividad, their sportsmanship. You know, maybe that's what attracts you to this person. That, you know, their smile. It could be, I love every press conference that Rafa Nadal does, and that's a true statement. Es una afirmación veraz. Because he's funny. He doesn't take him. You can tell Rafa Nadal takes his tennis very seriously, but he doesn't take himself very seriously. I don't know him. I imagine here that Rafa Nadal listens to Vaughn Radio, at least sometimes. Rafa, tell us if I'm I'm right here, but he's a smart guy, and he needs English. He knows the importance of English, and his English has improved tremendously as well. Another one who's in that boat, and this one I know listens to Vaughn Radio, Cristiano Ronaldo, or at least when he lived in Madrid. There's a report that he did with a Portuguese TV station, and they showed him, a day in the life, just hanging out with him. And he gets in one of his super sports cars, this swanky looking car, swanky de lujo. And he's listening to Vaughn Radio. And you see, it even says Vaughn, and he says, el inglés es muy importante. Yo aprender inglés todos los días con señor Vaughan, whatever it was, something like that. I have it. I actually have it. I saved that. And wow. So Cristiano Ronaldo's number 2. It makes sense. Why? Well, what's the sport that moves the most money in the world? Soccer, right? Football. Coming off a World Cup, Spain being the champions. You guys know there's billions involved, not millions, billions involved in preparing a World Cup, a Euro Cup, or anything like that. So it is definitely, if there's a universal game, I guess that's why Leo and Chris are at the top. Number 3 on this list, LeBron James. LeBron James. Well, basketball is ever so popular. Neymar. Now we're going back to football here. John Cena. You call him John Cena? Pues no sé, a lo mejor es John Desayuno. Maybe it's not.
You must be joking, dude.
Okay. All right. You're right. I got carried away. Me columpié ahí un poco. I got carried away. So John Cena, I guess he's a rapper. I love it. Profession. Bodybuilder. Culturista, you say? Rapper, wrestler, musician, and actor. John Cena. Then you've got Novak Djokovic. Well, he's definitely one of the greats. Shohei Ohtani. I should know Ohtani, but baseball pitcher, Los Angeles Angels, and the fastest pitch ever. So this guy's, I don't know. I'm out of the loop. Un poco desfasado con baseball. Tiger Woods is number 9 on the list. Tiger Woods. Now, he's a guy where you could like golf. You could like his communication skills, but also, and hey, listen, I'm no one to judge anyone, but also he cheated on his wife and very public. And so it says something about his character. So I would never pick him personally, Tiger Woods. Also, I don't like golf too much. Okay. If you invite me to go see, an amazing one, well, great. But it wouldn't be my first choice. Number 10, Max Verstappen. So we got a Belgian guy here, and he competes under the Dutch flag in Formula One. Oh, under the Dutch, because he's Belgian Dutch. Aha, I see. See, I'm learning. Born to Iron Man, you can give me a crash course. Ooh, hey, I did not intend that pun.
That was really corny, Dad.
A crash course, chocar. But also a crash course es me das un curso muy rápido me pones al día rapidillo con el tema aquí. So Rafa Nadal is 11 on that list. No surprise there. Any other ones I'd like to highlight? Simone Biles, the American gymnast. Luka Doncic, Slovenian basketball player, and Mohamed Salah, who played for Liverpool and the Egyptian national team. So those are some ideas there. I'm glad. I was starting to get nervous when I didn't see Rafa Nadal on the list. Again, you may like him more or less than Djokovic or whoever, but he seems like a gent, un caballero. Rafa Nadal seems like an absolute gent. All right, well, my amigos, I'm going to give you the Say What soundbite. We're going to listen to it right now for the first time. As you know, the Say What soundbite, well, sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's harder. I think today it's pretty easy, okay? I think there's a lot going on. So as you'll hear, there's more than dialogue. There's action happening. So this is something interesting we can do today. Today, you can tell me what you heard, and also, as far as conversation, but also what you heard, like where are they? What's going on? Because I think there are a lot of clues there. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background, which could help us put the pieces of the puzzle together. You say puzzle, we say puzzle. All right, so is everybody ready? I'm going to give you the Say What soundbite for the first time. I'll give you a little clue, not that it's going to help at all, but it's from an award-winning movie based on an amazing book. And if you have not seen it or read it, I highly recommend it. There's a little recommendation coming out of today's show. But first, let's see if you recognize it and you can tell me a little bit about it. Here's your Say What soundbite for the first time.
Aren't you ashamed?
No, I'm not.
All right.
You know, Billy, what worries me is how your mother's going to take this.
Well, you don't have to tell her, Miss Ratchet.
I don't have to tell her. Your mother and I are old friends, you know that.
Listen carefully. Can you hear that? No. Listen closer. I'm not talking about the birds chirping. I'm talking about everybody speaking English and feeling comfortable. Listen. This is what it's like at Vaughntown, a peaceful place where you can really learn English and lose your inhibitions. There's a reason it's one of our star programs. Vaughntown, lose your fear of speaking English. If you want more information about this immersive experience, go to groupovaughn.com or give us a call, 911-385831. Lose your fear of speaking English and express yourself with clarity at Vaughntown. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Yeah. Let's go. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. All right. Welcome to today's pop quiz here on the show with no name. I see we've got a lot of people commenting already, so that's great. We have tons of participation. All right, listen up. This is a little excerpt from English Everywhere, a book written by moi.
Oh, I feel a bit dizzy, Alberto.
Oh, man. Well, you've been watching cartoons all morning. You know, TV rots your brain, dude.
I can't avoid it. I love cartoons.
I like how you said I can't avoid it, pero ¿qué sería más natural?
I can help it.
Good. Como Elvis. I can help.
Sabes que yo pensaba que significaba no puedo
Ayudarte.
ayudarte a enamorarte de mí.
Hombre, las canciones de Elvis te pueden ayudar a cualquiera a enamorarse, ¿no?
They can help us all. Bueno, vamos a ver un poco personajes de dibujos animados que nos pueden ayudar con el inglés.
Bueno, pero tú eres Dizzy, me recuerdas a un personaje.
Pues sí, Dizzy, el de los Looney Tunes, ¿te acuerdas?
Claro, claro. Me recuerda un poco también al Tasmanian Devil, ¿no?
Sí, era
Es
como
otro
su hijo.
personaje Dizzy.
Claro, es que era como el hijo del demonio de Tasmania. Por eso estaba mareado, porque estaba todo el rato spinning.
Around. Bueno,
Spinning
y
around.
eso lo sabemos del gimnasio, el spinning.
El spinning, claro, que giras los pedales. Otras más.
Yeah.
Swift. Do you remember Swift? No, you didn't have Swift in the States, right?
We got Taylor Swift, baby.
No, but David Gnome? No, you didn't have that one.
No, David
Well-
no, I know it because of your group, El Hombre Linterna.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Swift was the fox who David used to ride. So, because he was very fast, he was very swift, rápido.
Right, sure.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I love when things make sense like that. One, too, that my daughter is hooked on, está enganchada. She's hooked on it, como un gancho, un garfio, como Captain Hook, hablando de
Yeah.
personajes. Muzzy.
Muzzy. Ah, she likes Muzzy?
Dude, I don't know what kind of drugs they used or how they got inside children's minds, but my daughter is spellbound.
Yeah.
Bajo un hechizo con Muzzy, Corvax, and she's learning. She walks around the house saying, I'm clever.
I'm Corvax, I'm clever.
Y me gustan estas palabras como dizzy, muzzy. Son como muy de personaje de
Muzzy
dibujo
es
animado.
como que estás borroso, ¿no? Es algo borroso.
Borroso, confuso, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But ahí no solo aprendemos de los personajes, pero usan todas las estructuras. Mi hija aprendió a contar con Corvax, ¿no? How many trees are there? Count. Hablando de Count, el conde del barrio Sésamo.
Que tenía juego de palabras, claro, era el conde porque contaba. He used to count.
But he didn't count. Well, he did. He counted everything, even Pebbles.
Pebbles, nice character. Pebbles es genial porque es la hija de los Picapiedra.
Yeah.
So, tiene sentido que la hija más pequeña de los Picapiedra sea una chinita, un guijarro. So, a pebble es una chinita en el zapato.
Yeah, yeah. I've got a pebble in my shoe. I love, you know what? You could literally, excuse what I said before. I said watching TV will rot your brain. No, it's going to teach you tons of vocabulary in English.
You only have to pay attention.
Yeah, you got to pay attention and don't be so daffy.
So daffy. Esto es como torpe.
Loco, torpe.
Can you use it in context?
tontito. He's a bit daffy. He's a bit, you know, no, it's not a good thing.
Es como bobo, ¿no? Un poco tontaina.
Well, think about this guy, Daffy Duck. He's always, what is he doing? He's making mistakes. Duck season.
Yeah.
And he points the gun at himself.
Yeah, he's very daffy, definitely. What about Gizmo? Because the gremlin was called Gizmo, but does it mean anything?
Yeah, a gizmo is like a gadget, a device, artilugio.
And you use it commonly?
Sure. What is that? Muchas veces cuando no sabemos, give me that gizmo over
Give me
there.
that gizmo. Dame el esto que decimos aquí. Dame
Pero-
el cacharro ese.
Normalmente eso es para algo electrónico. Si no es electrónico, decimos that thingamabob or thingamajiggy.
Wow, thingamabob.
Esa cosa, no, cuando tu madre dice, pásame
Pásame el este.
el lo otro, el cómo se llama.
Ajá. El
Right.
cacharro. Give me the, again.
Thingamajiggy
Thingamajiggy.
or thingamabob.
Thingamabob.
Thingamabob es con
Thingamabob.
cosa, cosechón. It's like saying it like that,
Qué
right?
loca esa, muy loca.
Well, hey, it's a ridiculous word.
And do
know?
you remember Splinter from the Ninja Turtles?
Oh, do I remember Splinter? Are you kidding? Okay, I didn't have David el Nomo, the gnome, right? But we did have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power,
Ninjas in a
Heroes
Heroes
in a Half Shell.
Half Shell, media concha.
Yeah, and we have to do is we don't pronounce the L in half. El error muy común nos dicen half. So vamos a cantarlo. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power.
Turtle Power, Turtle. Qué difícil, ¿eh? Turtle, no
Turtle.
Turtle. Turtle no.
O turtle, he oído.
Wow.
Turtle.
Turtle.
Right.
Turtle.
Turtle.
Difícil de decir.
And one of my favorite ones we can wrap up with rap, scrap. Hey, wait, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy, que era como el sobrino de Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, the little annoying guy, el pequeño pesado, that was always looking for scraps, sobras.
Sobras, ok.
En dos sentidos. He was looking for scraps, a ver lo que sobra ahí de la mesa, and he always wanted to scrap, pelearse.
Ok, so scrap es pelearse y las sobras. Ok, pero normalmente dices scraps o otra manera de decir sobras.
Yeah, the scraps are what
the
you give to the
leftovers?
dog. The leftovers are what you put in the fridge.
Ok.
So guys, watch more cartoons. Scooby-Dooby-Doo,
Where are you? We got some work to do now.
Yeah, Scooby. Hey, Scooby. Gonna get yourself a Scooby snack. Don't look back. All right, folks, we are heading to what is, I can't believe it already, our first commercial break here on the show with no name. When we come back, we are going to explore some more English. So stick around. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back, folks. It is a pleasure to be here with you. This is the show with no name. I'm your teacher. No, ein. Oh, man. That's a common mistake. No, ein. I'm. Think about your favorite food. I'm your teacher. Checking in with you here. All throughout the dog days of summer. Los días del todo el meollo, ¿no? Lo más fuerte de todo el verano. So thank you for joining us live. You've also got the Pro Bow Show coming at you live every day with fresh, brand spanking new content. And don't forget about Fitz's Masterclass. Yeah, there's work to be done in the summer, folks, of course. I always say it's the best time to practice your English. The days are longer. You usually have a little more free time. So that's why we're here. And I know you guys are making the most of it. Hey, who said you can't lie by the pool and listen to Vaughn Radio? So you're working on your tan, tu bronceado, and you're working on your English at the same time. And hey, if you do a couple laps, unos largos, you're unstoppable. It's up to you. The power is in your hands. And you guys have that willpower. Speaking of power, you have that willpower. I've seen it in each and every one of you. Esa fuerza de voluntad to come back every day and hit it hard. All right, are you ready to continue hitting it hard? All right, let me give you today's, I'm going to give you our pop quiz. Again, this book is The Milk. I said it was from English Everywhere. It wasn't. It was from This Book is The Milk. But it doesn't matter. The important thing is I'm going to see if you were paying attention, and I'm going to put you to the test right now in our pop quiz. So the first one, use the structure no puedo evitarlo, no pude evitarlo. You can put it in past tense. That's up to you. Okay? So no puedo evitar. What I recommend is use something que no puedes evitar hacer o pensar o lo que sea. Again, the more you personalize it, the better it's going to be for you, because you're actually using a sentence that you would use given your situation, which could be different from your fellow classmates' situation. So make it your own. Make the language your own. Okay? So the first one, no puedo evitar. Dime algo que no puedes evitar o que no pudiste evitar de pequeño, por ejemplo. All right? The next one, this is a very famous singer's last name. So I figured why not at least know how to use it since you all know the word. And that word is rápido, ligero, veloz. But also, it's a bird that's like a swallow. Swallow. A swallow is gorrión. Swallow también es tragar. So if I say, I told you not to swallow the swallow. Te dije que no tragases el gorrión. Well, this is a swallow-like bird. Tipo gorrión. Vencejo. You know the one, the best way to do this, folks? When you come across something that, because maybe in Colombia it's called something different, you never know. The best thing to do is put the word, which I'm asking you for, plus bird, and then, because if you put just the word, maybe it's going to search for a very famous pop star that we mentioned in that audio. Now, it's also what they use too. It's also a banking number. Lo usan también como número de banca. Let's see. Yeah, el código lo llamáis igual, interbancario, el código. All right, so there you go. And as Damian said, it's also zorro veloz. Another thing we say with zorros too, to be as sly as a fox. But those birds don't like foxes. I imagine they don't. So the next one, tell me the word, use it in context, the word rápido, ligero, veloz, or lo que viene siendo, podéis hacer un double trouble. Ese vencejo es muy rápido, es muy veloz. That is number 2. And number 3, I gave you a couple different ways to say it, and there are many ways to say it, pero el chisme ese, okay? Pásame el chisme, okay? Chisme might be a good translation. It's like a device. It's when you can't think of the name of something. Here it says in Mexico, chiva. Oh, I never knew that one. Chiva. I've heard this one in let's see, certain parts of Latin America. Vaina. Pásame la vaina esa. El chisme. It says here chunche as well. I've never heard that one. Well, I've heard vaina, chisme. I know in madrileños la movida. Pásame la movida esa. I had a friend. Well, I have a friend. He's still my friend. He just doesn't live in Madrid anymore. But for him, he loves the word movida. Vaya movida. Pues pásame la movida y vemos lo que hacemos. Pero va a ser una movida, tío. And I'm like, man, a lot of movement going on here. And in fact, my friends and family in Almeria call him Enrique Movidas, because that's esta movida, la otra movida, when you can't think of the word. So this could be another translation of this. So that is, here it says también chirimbolo, chisme, coso, chunche, perol, cachirulo, negociante, joda, vaina. Wow, lots of different ways to say that. It's when you can't think of the name. It's that thing, el mando, por ejemplo. A veces nos pasa. Pásame el cómo se llama. Okay. We also have a way to do it with menganito, right? With a guy. Was menganito, who's your father? Who's your father, right? Joe Schmo. That's another way. Well, let's just say Joe Schmo walks into the store. Menganito tal. Right? Hey, it's good to know these little, as I said, these are cultural things that either you know them or you don't, but we all use them, right? They're part of the language, just like, prepositions, for example. So that is chisme o vaina, I've heard as well for that word. And that is your third challenge. So you've got 3 challenges here, as always, in your pop quiz. And the first one, no puedo evitar. The second one, veloz, or el vencejo. Is that the name of the bird? And the third one, esa vaina, esa movida, as my friend Ricky would say. All right, those are your 3 challenges in today's pop quiz. Remember to use them in context and use them in a context where you would actually use them. In this way, you're not just practicing random English, but you're practicing where you're going to use it. You're looking for the applicability of it, right? Where to apply it in your everyday life, in your given situation. All right. So those are your challenges. They're coming straight out of This Book is the Milk, just one of the many materials you can pick up over at Von Tienda. All right, let's see what else. Let me give you the Say What soundbite. I see we've got a lot of people commenting on the Say What soundbite, so we'll check in with you guys in just a moment. But let me give this to you for the second time, and then we can discuss what we heard. And hopefully, before the end of the show, somebody will be able to give it to us word for word. Here it is for the second time.
Aren't you ashamed?
No, I'm not.
You know, Billy, what worries me is how your mother's going to take this.
Well, you don't have to tell her, Miss Ratchet.
I don't have to tell her. Your mother and I are old friends, you know that.
Hey, Damian, what's crack-a-lackin', buddy?
Hey, Alberto, I was planning to do some sports this week. What about playing baseball?
Ooh, baseball. I love it. But I'm not sure yet. Can we touch base next week?
Touch base. Estamos en contacto, ¿no? Hablamos en algún momento. Yeah, okay. Let's touch base. Okay, what about basketball? Do you want to play basketball?
Oh, man, I love basketball. It's one of my favorite sports. But I don't know if I can this weekend because I've already got plans. Oh, man, that's the way the ball bounces.
That's the way the ball bounces. Así están las cosas, ¿no? Así bota la pelota. Así bota la pelota. That's the way the ball bounces. I love that expression. Okay, what about tennis? Do you want to play tennis?
Well, I love tennis, but I'm not really a good player. If you don't mind playing with a novice, the ball's in your court, buddy.
La bola está en mi campo, ¿eh? La pelota está en mi tejado. All right. Do you want to play some soccer?
Sure, I'd love to play some soccer or football, as you call it. What time do we kick off?
Perfect. We're kicking off at 9. Are you available?
Sure, but I might have to play some golf before with some friends. It's par for the course.
It's par for the course. Es lo normal, ¿no? Es lo normalito, lo que se hace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about billiards? Do you like playing billiards?
Yeah, but right now I'm behind the 8 ball.
I'm behind the 8 ball. Estás detrás de la bola 8, como que llevas las de perder.
Yeah, wow, a lot of idiomatic expressions here.
Muy buenas expresiones. Si es que así de gusto aprender inglés con un profe como Alberto y un poquito de creatividad, tienes This Book is the Shit. El mejor libro para aprender inglés que te has echado a la cara in your life. Píllatelo, vas a disfrutar mogollón de dibujos para que lo aprendas todo fácil, con conexiones lógicas y divertidas. Es la manera más sencilla y más divertida de aprender inglés. No te la pierdas.
Damian, you're such a good sport. Te enrollas. You can pick up your copy of This Book is the Shit at
Vaughantienda.com.
It's the Shit. That's right, folks. This book is the shit, available at Von Tienda and wherever fine books are sold. Yeah, well, I get it. If you guys are Amazon Prime subscribers, or maybe it's easier to just pick it up there. Either way, I don't think you're going to get a better price than at the Von Tienda, because right now we've got killer deals. We've also got some deals on our summer intensives as well. I think the best way to discover what's going on in the Von world is to follow us on social media. If social media is not your thing, no worries. You can always contact us via our website. There's a Contáctanos. Also, you can call us as well. You can find the phone number. And I think the best way, honestly, the best way is to stop by. Pásate. And you can get a free level test as well. If you live in the wonderful destinations such as Madrid, Barcelona, Bilbao, Vigo, Valladolid, Valencia, Santander, well, then you are in luck. because you can stop by and take advantage of these special deals. You can even, as I said, get a free level test. I don't know why you wouldn't get it, honestly. Honestly, I don't know why you wouldn't. No que tienes curiosidad por saber dónde estás, como ya estás poniendo tanto esfuerzo. You're putting so much effort into it. You want to see, the results? Well, that's you can contact us. And no one, you don't have to sign up for anything. They will tell you, though, after. They'll say, well, based on your level, we thought a Vaughan town would be good, your level / your situation. Because one thing is your level and one thing is what you need English for, your budget, right? All of these things are taken into account, and you get a personal consultant who can walk you through it. But the first step is to find out where you are on your English journey, to find out what kind of student you are, where your strong points are, where your weak points may be, and keep polishing, limando those strong points and working on those weak points so they're not so weak, no tan débiles. So, but the first thing is being aware. And you can do that by getting a free level test, again, in Madrid, Barcelona, Bilbao, Vigo, Valladolid, Valencia, Santander. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but if I'm not mistaken, you can even get a level test over the phone. So that's you who has to take the first step there. They're not going to call you. We don't just randomly call people. But if you're interested, call, write, and somebody will set up an appointment with you. And let me know how you do. Me tienes que contar. Nos tienes que contar cómo ha ido tu level testo. All right, let's see what we've got. As I said, we're taking a look at This Book Is the Milk, our best seller. If you asked me if I was going to have a best-selling book when I was in high school, I would laugh at you. If you told me I was going to have a dance song that went to number 1, I would laugh at you and say, you're out of your mind. But I do. Yeah. You guys know that? I'm sure you guys know that. Do you know the song Wanna Dance? Maybe I'll play it for you later in the show. Well, I am the author, and I know the other creators of the song, so no problem there. We're not going to complain. I don't know if you guys have heard it. Yeah, well, the story. I'll give you the short version of the story. My friend DJ Valdi, really a great person, really wonderful person, and he's from Murcia. He's from Cartagena, to be exact. Really amazing. His family as well, great people. And he produces music when he's not at El Hormiguero producing the music that you hear on the popular TV program. Well, he's traveling around, meeting artists and other DJs and DJing parties, big parties in Balearic Islands and Canarias and in Madrid as well. And he contacted me one day and he said, dude, I'm working on a song. I've got a couple people on board, a singer and 2 other producers, and we're missing the rap part. And I said, okay, well, congratulations. Good luck with that. And I said, you're missing the rap first. I didn't even know what the rap part, I guess it's the part, where you hear the, yeah, baby, because of you little girl, because you're doing good when you give it a whirl. This kind of like rap that you find in many, many songs now. And I understood the mission, but I tried to talk him out of it. I'll never forget. I was like, dude, no, come on, Valdi. No way. Me, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a songwriter. He goes, yeah, well, all the jingles on your radio show. Didn't you guys do that? I mean, that's all handmade, right? And I said, yeah, well, yeah. And he's like, okay, well then, I'll send you the song. You listen to it. Put some tunes in there, some lyrics in there, and I'll take it back and see what I can do with it. And so I went in the studio with Martin. He was one of our DJs here. We called him DJ Spanglish. And we came out about an hour later. I had written down lyrics. No, aquí no cabe eso. Vamos a ponerlo. And then we sent it to DJ Valdi because we didn't put it together. That was up to him. But we had to make sure that whatever we sent him was in time. My voice with the, with the music. And so I sent it to him. I'm like, well, we'll see what happens. No real expectations at all. And I get a call an hour or two later from DJ Valdi saying, dude, you knocked it out of the park. Que sabéis la expresión, un home run. It was so good that we have to change the whole song. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, we had to alter the song now to put more of you in there because it's awesome. We don't even know what to pick because it's all so good. And I said, really? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. And fast forward about a month after that, a couple weeks, not even a month, we filmed the video at El Hormiguero with Pablo Motos and company. And the summer rolls around and it's number one in Máxima FM. And people are sending me videos of them at the Feria de Málaga or wherever. Here I am in Cádiz, and our song is on. Wanna Dance. So if you have not heard the song, well, I think you're going to love it if you haven't heard it. It's a song that's upbeat. It'll put you in a good mood. And again, you know what was crazy? That song, just to show you how life works, that song came out the same week that This Book Is the Milk came out. So imagine this. When I was single, I'm meeting someone. Oh, hey, what do you do? Well, I've got a bestseller out. I just put out a book. It's a bestseller. And, also, I also have a number one song on the charts. Sounds like I'm making it up, doesn't it? Suena inventadísimo. But it's true. It's true. So that's Wanna Dance. If you want to take a look, you can search for it. Wanna Dance. Just put in DJ Valdi, because if not, you're going to get Whitney Houston. Ooh, I want to dance with somebody who loves me. Hey, I want to dance. Oh, you want to dance. Oh, you want to dance. So that's the thing. The algorithm of the night thinks that you're looking for that. So put in DJ Valdi, Wanna Dance, and get ready to see me doing the pit bull, as I call it. I played a role there. Estaba haciendo un papel, y ese papel era claramente pit bull. Yeah, put your hands up. Yeah, and that's. But I'll tell you what, that song is good. I'm not saying because I'm in it, okay, at all. But when that song comes on, it's on my daughter's playlist. When that song comes on in my house or in the car, you can bet it's a dance party. That's the idea. So interesting stuff. Life is pretty crazy. And it's good, to have this kind of content that's good, that you learn or inspires you, or puts you in a good mood, because there's a lot of brain rot out there. Y eso lo vimos. We said in the audio, TV will rot your brain. Well, brain rot is, I'll define it. Brain rot in internet culture. The term brain rot describes digital media deemed to be of low quality or value. More broadly, the term refers to the harmful cognitive effects associated with excessive or disordered use of digital and social media, particularly short-form content. So it's just these videos of people dancing that turn you into a zombie. AI-generated content and doom scrolling. Remember, you say EI, we say AI. And doom scrolling, that's como buscando la negatividad en internet. Doom es la muerte, ¿no? El final. And scrolling is mirando el final, no? Armageddon. And so, yes, and in 2024, according to Oxford English Dictionary, it was the word of the year.
Totally British and brilliant.
Yes, brain rot.
Mate.
It's called brain rot, and it's like another buzzword now. AI slop. AI, acuérdate, I've heard my students say IA. No, AI, and slop is bathofia. So it's all this stuff when you open up the internet and you're like, what the F am I looking at here? All right, amigos. So yes, a little bit of brain rot. And that was, I'm telling you, that audio was recorded a long time ago. But before there was the internet and short form content and all of that, there was the TV that rotted your brain. So there's always been some kind of content that gives you nothing, just takes your brain cells. Thankfully, you've got Vaughn and our Instagram and our podcast. It's giving you something, enriching your life, not like that brain rot that's out there. We also looked at the word scraps. Remember, I was like, wow, very clear, Alberto. Scraps are for the dog. Leftovers are for you. Aunque lo llamamos a doggy bag, lo que pedimos para el perro. Can I get a doggy bag? Eso es, ¿puedo llevar el resto? Scraps. Now be careful, porque si son restos humanos, then we're not talking about scraps. We're not talking about leftovers. En ese caso, we're talking about remains. All right, well, folks, speaking of remains, only 1 minute remains before our next commercial break. I can't believe it. Time is just flying by. Well, no, I'm lying. I can believe it. It always does with you guys. Thank you for all your participation today and every day. When we come back, we'll take a look at our homophones. We'll listen to the Say What soundbite for the second time. We'll also take a look at your pop quiz answers. Plus, we've got our spelling bee and so much more. So, stick around. Yes. Welcome back. Welcome back, my amigos. This is the third part, the second half of today's Show with No Name program, English extravaganza, call it what you will. But we are going to learn and laugh throughout today's show. And don't forget, you've got live shows from Rob Graham's with the Pro Bow Show. Also, Fitz is serving up live lessons on No Excuses. Download the free Vaughn Radio app. Or, of course, you can find all these programs on your favorite podcast platform. So much going on, so much more to learn in today's show. We're going to kick things off with our homophones. Very interesting words today. Now that I think of it, I'm not sure if we've looked at these words. Maybe we've looked at them individually, but I don't think we've looked at these words together. So, this will be a first. Also, we're going to take a look at a very controversial spelling bee today. Yeah. One of those things where the official story has a lot of holes in it. If something has a lot of holes in it, no cuadra, right? Tiene muchos huecos, muchas cosas que no se explican. So we'll be taking a look at that. That's our spelling bee. Plus, we've got our Say What soundbite for the third time. And I see we've got tons of feedback on that. We'll check your answers in a moment. Thank you for your participation. And don't forget, you can participate on the Pro Bow Show. I'm not sure about No Excuses. I think on Fitz's program, well, you can participate by playing along, but I'm not really sure if he uses social media on the program. I know Rob definitely uses social media. But either way, you can reach us all. We all have email addresses at grupovon.com. So if you want to send us a message, tell us how handsome we are, that's okay. You can do it. We won't stop you. All right. Without any further ado, sin más, it's time for Homophones on the Show with No Name.
Homophones on the show with no name. It's homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. Homophones on the show with no name. Cause homophones time, it's homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name.
That's right, amigos. It's homophones only on the show with no name. Let's see what we've got for our homophones here. And the first word is a word that has several meanings. So it's sello, it's sellar as well. Okay. It is also paso o pisada, right? Paso o pisada. So that just another way to say it. As I said, a very rich word with many, many meanings. What else? Estampar, patalear. Oh, wow. I didn't know that one. So, sello, impuesto, patear o dar zapatazos, estampar, acuñar, sellar, paso, pisada, sello de goma, sello postal. Wow. All right. That's number one. And the second one is pisar fuerte, pisotear, atropellar. Okay. También es, that's it. So this one isn't as rich as the first one. So there you go. It's pisar fuerte, pisotear, atropellar. And the first one, as I said, has many, many meanings. So we'll take a look at those as well. All right. So that said, I've also got to give you guys your Say What soundbite. I'm going to give it to you now for the third time. I can't believe it. We are flying through the show today. Here it is, your Say What soundbite.
Aren't you ashamed?
No, I'm not.
All right. You know, Billy, what worries me is how your mother's going to take this.
Well, you don't have to tell her, Miss Ratchet.
I don't have to tell her. Your mother and I are old friends, you know that.
I wanna dance with you tonight.
Here we go, folks. This way you don't have to search for it, but you do have to sing along. You can search for the lyrics. Are you ready? Go. This was number one. Your English teacher. I wanna dance, lift your hands like you got ants in your pants, guys. Go on, take a stance, guys. Go on, take a stand. Ooh, gotta make plans. Ooh, gotta make romance. Make it, move it. Come on, let's dance. Can't remember the lyrics. Come on. That part's easy. Yeah. That's me doing the pit bull roll. Come on. Put your And hands up. I knew my role. Come on. You better be dancing. I'm about to stand up. I want to dance. Go. Come on. Yeah. I wanna groove, feel you move. Come on, you snooze, you lose, girls. Put on your dancing shoes, guys. Come on and choose. Got nothing to lose. I'm in the mood. Shake it, break it, move it, groove it, lose it. Come on, let's groove. Yes. You didn't know I could rap? Well, rap. Put your hands up. Hey, I hope you guys are in a good mood now. The song was created to put you in a good mood. To pisotear fuerte, like the word we're going to look at in today's homophones. Pisotear fuerte. That was our second word in homophones. This part's easy. Ready? Oh. Ready? You do it with me. You don't even need to know English. Oh, you. Oh. Come on. Yes. Hey, you got to say yes in life. You know, that's very Richard Vaughan, that philosophy. Oh, no, not again. Not again. That once is good. Once is good. Well, for those of you who didn't know, I do a lot of different things, and that's the idea. Just keep exploring and doing fun stuff. All right, let's see. We've got a lot of people participating in our homophones section, and right now, the majority of you, let's see, three out of 4 are telling me that these words are not homophones. All right, well, the first word is stamp. Stamp. Sir, you need a stamp on your passport. Let me stamp it for you. Dilo conmigo, muy importante en esta parte del programa que estemos repitiendo en voz alta, okay? So please stamp your passport. I'll stamp it for you. I have the stamp right here. Okay. Also, Barry had an angry stamp, or stamped his foot, you can say. But think about it. ¿Qué es lo que hace un sello al final? ¡Pam! No? Is that un... So it's kind of onomatopoeic, isn't it? Stamp your feet. So it's a foot movement. Paso o pisada. Okay. What else? Estampar, acuñar, when we talk about metal. Okay. The little boy stamped to show his impatience. Patalear, no me sale esa palabra. Patear, pisotear, dar zapatazos. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Piensa que estás haciendo como si tus pies eran los que dan el sello. No? It's a good way to associate those. All right. And the second word is stomp. So stomp your feet and stamp my passport. Stomp your feet and stamp my passport. Excellent.
You knocked it out of the park.
You knocked it out of the park. Show with no namers. Excellent job. So yes, listen to that. So stomp or stamp, los dos significan pisar fuerte. So in that usage, they're synonyms. Stomp your feet, stamp your feet, same. The child stomped his feet, the child stamped his feet, same. Okay, again, stomp, 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 stamp, stamp, stamp. It's the sound that you hear. Okay, pisotear. Some shoppers got stomped in the rush to get into the store, to get stomped, or to get stomped on, I would say. Pisoteado, right? Stomp. So very interesting, not to be confused with stump, the word we looked at the other day, desconcertar, dejar sin palabras. So we've got, dilos conmigo, stamp, sello, stomp, pisotear, stamp, stomp. And what was the other one I just said? Que vimos el otro día. Oh, stump. So you stumped me. I didn't know you were going to stomp your feet and stamp my passport. So there you go, folks. That is your homophones section. And they were not homophones today. Excellent job. Fantastic. You also did a wonderful job in today's pop quiz. All right, the first one is I can't help it. Now, as I said to Damian in the audio, it's not incorrect to say I can't avoid doing that, but it doesn't sound natural. I'm telling you, and I like that. You know, if you have two choices, why not do the one that sounds more natural? You know, that's how I always think about it when I tell you guys, usa este es más, no? Well, the same. I'd want to know the same thing in Spanish. Bueno, realmente este suena un poco más forzado y esto suena súper natural or totally native, as we say it. So I can't help eating cookies. I know. My doctor tells me all the time, but I can't help it. So you can say I can't help it, or I can't help más el gerundio. Si usamos verbo, tiene que estar en el gerundio. We know it from Elvis. For I can't help falling in love with you. And as Damian said, he thought he was saying, no te puedo ayudar a enamorar. And, well, nobody needs a matchmaker. Celestina, a matchmaker, alguien que hace parejas. Okay? So, no puedo evitar. I can't help. Lo podemos poner en pasado. No problem. Some of you did. I couldn't help watching cartoons when I was a kid. I couldn't help it. All right. So excellent job. The next one's Swift. We all know it from Taylor Swift. Now, her name, Taylor, también es sastre. Se pronuncia igual, pero sastre se escribe con I latina, no con Y. Okay. So my Taylor, si dices my Taylor is really swift, mi sastre es muy rápido. Me devuelve la ropa rapidísimo.
That was really corny, Dad.
All right, I know. I'm sorry. I am sorry. So swift. Yeah, wow, that was very swift. We could use it to talk about athletes. Hey, one we didn't mention before, and I'm surprised he wasn't on the list, Usain Bolt, right? What an example of an amazing athlete. Usain Bolt with a very appropriate name. Taylor Swift, I guess it's an appropriate name. Well, her concerts sell out in a swift manner. ¿No? Las entradas de sus conciertos pues venden de forma veloz. Right? So it's a good way to remember it. And as I said, a swift is a bird as well. So that's funny. A lot of birds with double meanings. Swallow is gorrión, pero es tragar. Swift is veloz, pero también es vecijo. How do you say that? Cevijo? Ceviche? Swift, vencejo would be the word. All right. And the last one is thingamabob. Thingamajiggy is another way to say it, or thingamajig. So there are three ways that come to mind. Pass me that thingamabob. Thing-a-ma-bob. Todo junto. Thingamabob or thingamajig. Acabando con J-I-G. Or jiggy. Jig, like the Irish dance. You know the expression we have with the jig? A ver si te lo sabes. Well, we're talking about stomping our feet here, doing a jig. The expression, the jig is up, es ya estás delatado, ya han visto, right? With the World Cup and Argentina and FIFA and favoritism and referees, the jig is up, right? Está descubierto, todo el mundo lo sabe. The jig is up. Reminds me of another dancing expression that I love. It takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. Se requieren dos para hacer un tango. I don't remember who did the song. I'm going to look it up because I highly recommend. But it's Dos no pelean si uno no quiere. It takes two to tango. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful song. Oh, maybe I can even play it here for you. Just a little piece of it here. Two to tango. And this way you can listen to it on your own. Two to tango. No, Louis Armstrong. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, baby, how about this dance?
How about this dance, baby?
Why? 'Cause it takes two to do this dance. It
It
takes
takes two to tango.
to the tango. To the really get the feeling of romance. Let's
Two to tango. And before they take down our live stream, I'll cut that short. Louis Armstrong, it takes two to tango. That means in any situation, there's always a little bit of blame. There's always two people at fault. Things aren't just always you're bad all the time. Well, maybe sometimes. But usually, we say in English, I love this one. There are three versions to every story. Your truth, my truth, and what happened. Right? What you saw, what I saw, because maybe somebody's not wrong. That's just the way they interpreted it. And if you interpreted it that way, well, then you're not wrong for seeing it that way. That's your point of view. But also, it helps to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Como decimos, meterte en la piel de otra persona. Nosotros decimos en los zapatos. Bueno, no queremos meternos muy profundamente. Los zapatos nos valen. All right, my amigos, excellent job in our homophones. We've also got one more listen of the Say What soundbite. We've got our pop quiz out of the way, so I think we can run right into today's Spelling Bee.
Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee.
All right, amigos. This is your Spelling Bee here on the show with No Name. All right, as always, I'm going to spell some words for you. And in the first round, I am going to fly. Like literally, Usain Bolt, look out. And in round two, I'll be much more lenient, permisivo. I won't go slow, but I won't go as swift as I do on this first round. All right, here we go. The first one is TWA space FLIGHT space 800. The next one is LONG space ISLAND. The third one is PARIS dash BOUND. The fourth one is BOEING space 747. The fifth one is RALPH space G period space KEVORKIAN. And the last one is 230 space FATALITIES.
¿Te gustaría abrir puertas a nuevas oportunidades y estar listo para cualquier desafío? Con el máster de inglés del Grupo Vaughan podrás transformar tu futuro. Este programa intensivo te ayudará a dominar el inglés profesional, perfeccionar tu comunicación y ganar la confianza que necesitas para conseguir tus objetivos. Nuestros profesores Vaughan especializados te prepararán para afrontar en inglés todas las situaciones de comunicación en un entorno profesional. No dejes que el inglés sea una barrera. Invierte en tu futuro con el máster de inglés profesional del Grupo Vaughan. Llámanos al 91-133-5833 o entra en grupovaughan.com.
That's right. It's grupovon.com if you want to find out more about our master's program. Don't forget, we've also got summer intensives now. The more weeks you reserve, the cheaper it gets. I don't know the exact numbers, but again, you can get all the information if you're following us on social media. All right, let's do round 2. And this is where I'm going to go at a more normal pace, okay? Un ritmo más normal. All right, here we go. The first one is TWA space FLIGHT space 800. The second one is LONG space ISLAND. The third one is PARIS dash BOUND. The fourth one is BOEING space 747. The fifth one, RALPH space G period space KEVORKIAN. Y cuidado, hay que distinguir entre B, los labios tocan, y V, donde los dientes de arriba tocan el labio de abajo. And the last one is 230 space FATALITIES. And I see we've got some people figuring it out. Unbelievable.
Great job. Keep it up.
Great job. Fantastic job. You guys are participating like crazy today. And remember this, even if you're not listening live, you should participate. Even if you don't write things down. Si yo te digo, di esto, ¿cuál es la respuesta a esto? Pónmelo en pregunta. That's your cue. Eso es tu pie para mover ficha. Es decir, me toca a mí como el estudiante vocalizar. And again, I can bring you right there. I can tell you, dilo así, no asá, cuidado con esto. Pero eres tú el que tiene que decirlo. So that's in your hands, just like our weekly speaking section, the question of the week. It's in your hands. I can help you, but you've got to participate. If you don't participate, well, then there's nothing I can do to help you. All right, folks, we have got to go to a quick commercial break. Our final one. Oh, my God. Well, don't worry, don't fret, que significa lo mismo. We'll be right back with much more Show With No Name. So, if I were you folks, I wouldn't even think of going anywhere. Now say it with me in 3, 2, 1. Stick around. Yes, welcome back. Welcome back, folks. This is for you. Keep up the great work. You guys are kicking butt. And don't forget to tune in to all our other amazing programs, whether it's via the Vaughn Radio app or on your favorite podcast platform. And if you're following us on social media, well, you can learn some English with us. In fact, let me see if I can share something with you right now. Here, let's see what we've got over here. All right, I've got one for you. we're going to take a look at a little joke from the movie Airplane. You know the movie Airplane? Aterriza como puedas. Land however you can. And you've got so many videos. Again, I put out a video every single day. And Vaughn puts out a video, I think, every single day as well. Between Grupo Vaughn and Vaughn Radio. So Kyle as well. Many of us are posting little mini classes. Mine usually last anywhere from a minute to 2 minutes. And you can find them on YouTube, on Instagram, on X, on Facebook, on TikTok. For you youngsters out there, hey, I'm on TikTok. Hell yeah. In fact, I've got some really cool people that follow me on TikTok. So wherever you are, doesn't matter what social media platform we're talking about here, you've got Vaughn and you've got us, the Vaughn Radio presenters. So we look forward to having you as a student. I hate the word follower. That's just a weird word. All right. Well, here, let me give you a little sample of a mini class that I posted just yesterday. Here goes.
Hey, one of my favorite movies is Airplane. Now, you call it Aterriza como puedas, which is kind of a funny name. Land however you can. You guys love changing movie titles. Anyhow, being here at the airport reminds me of that movie, Aterriza como puedas, Airplane. And one of the best jokes is a play on words, un juego de palabras, which is when somebody, I can't remember which character, says, surely you must be joking. Surely, seguramente, surely. Pronounce it with me. But also Shirley sounds like the name Shirley, like Shirley MacLaine, the famous actress. So you get it? Surely you must be joking. No, I'm not joking. And don't call me Shirley.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
And that's one of the best parts about that movie, too. The fact that they keep it very straight-faced. They don't play it like it's a comedy. Another scene I like is when the press arrives, and the press, they come and they say, can we take some pictures? And they say, yeah, sure, take some pictures. They meant hacer fotos, no quitar o robar cuadros. Have you seen this movie in English? It's a classic.
Okay, boys, let's get some pictures.
Double trouble, baby. Yeah, you know what time it is. Give it up. Double trouble. I said double trouble. Double trouble. I said double trouble.
All right, amigos, it is Double Trouble here on the show with no name. All right, this is really a double trouble. Yeah, there's no third meaning here. Not that there are meaning. I could put another one in, but I kept it at a double trouble. So I expect you guys to kick some butt. Here goes. Está claro como el agua. Ella no es una chica ordinaria. So, está claro como el agua. Ella no es una chica ordinaria. All right, you've got to use the same word twice. As you know, this isn't your average, your typical translation. It's a translation with a twist. So, está claro como el agua. Ella no es una chica ordinaria. We'll see if anybody can figure it out. As I said, tons of participation today, but we'll see. We'll see. I think it's easy. I could have made it harder. Remember, you can always make something harder. You can always find a way to complicate things. Just ask my mom. No, I'm just kidding. All right, well, folks, let's continue because we do have so much to do. I've got to give you the Say What soundbite. This is the fourth and final listen.
Aren't you ashamed?
No, I'm not.
All right. You know, Billy, what worries me is how your mother's going to take this.
Well, you don't have to tell her, Miss Ratchet.
I don't have to tell her. Your mother and I are old friends, you know that.
First things first, how are the machines doing? You good?
Yeah, good.
All right, cool. Let's take a little picture. Quick question, though. ¿Cómo se dice emparejar en inglés?
No sé. ¿Tu
Come on.
emparejate?
No, emparejate. ¿Usas Tinder, no?
Sí.
Pues, ¿qué pasa cuando te gusta una chica y hacéis pareja? ¿Hacéis un
Match.
Eso es. Y vamos un paso más allá. Un matchmaker, uno que hace parejas, es Celestina.
Ah, claro, ¿qué sentido tiene?
¿Ves? Lo sabías, pero no sabías que lo sabías.
Así es, This Book is the Shit, el nuevo libro de Alberto Alonso
Y Damián Moya.
Así da gusto aprender.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's right. Remember, the learning process should be fun. It must be fun. All right, well, I've given you the Say What soundbite for the fourth time. Let's take a look at today's double trouble. All right, está claro como el agua. And I see, let's see. Yep, it's as plain as day. So far, so good. It's as plain as day. Yeah, we say tan claro como el día. It's as plain as day. We don't say it's as clear as water. I like it. Y se entendería. But we say it's as plain as day. She's no plain Jane. Did you know this one? Plain Jane. Now, it sounds like airplane, but no, we're not talking about that one. Hey, we just listened to a couple jokes from the movie Airplane. But no, this is plain, P-L-A-I-N. El otro is plain, P-L-A-N-E, right? So, hey, well, just telling you, those are homophones, but está claro como el agua. Ella no es una chica ordinaria. It's as plain as day. She's no plain Jane. Excellent job. Excellent job, show with no namers. So yes, if something is as plain as day, it means it's plain to see. Lo puede ver cualquiera. It's as plain as day. She's no plain Jane. And that word plain is also meseta, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Sencillo, simple, liso, puro, desnudo, pura y dura. The plain truth. A la vista. That's what we're saying there. We're using a la vista. Plain, el simple. De hecho, muy importante si quieres un trozo de pizza margarita en Estados Unidos. Can I have a plain slice? También puede ser soso o del montón. De ahí plain Jane. Es una tía cualquiera que no tiene nada sin sazón, ¿no? Sin condimentar. So very, very good word to know because it has so many uses. Llanura, right? Plane. There's a song by Nirvana. I'm on a plane. I can't complain. Ahí no está diciendo plane avión, sino estoy en una llanura. So excellent word. Many, many uses there. And siempre también es el normal. Can I have a plain bagel? O sea, sin semillas de amapola, sin nada. Plain. And speaking of planes, we're going to head right into our spelling bee. And today we're talking about a plane, but an airplane in today's spelling bee. And this is TWA Flight 800. So part one was TWA. That's the airline. They're now defunct. And it's flight. Let's not mix up the words flight and fly. I've heard people say, I have a fly tomorrow. ¿Tienes una mosca? No, I have a flight tomorrow. Or I'm going to fly tomorrow. But technically, you're not. The plane is going to. But either one is right. So TWA Flight 800, Vuelo 800. And this was a 747, a Boeing 747, probably the most recognizable plane out there, the jumbo jet. And it was a Boeing 747. That was number 4. So, numero uno, TWA Flight 800. Number 2, Long Island. That's where it exploded. It blew up. That's right, to explode or to blow up. Y fijaos como en New York lo pronunciamos, Long Island. Long Island. Long Island. Yes, well, it was a Paris-bound flight. Paris, con guión, bound es rumbo a, destino a. So it crashed. Now, if you know anything about New York area and its geography, Long Island is right near JFK. So it took off from JFK and it exploded moments later. Now, what does that mean? That means that it had a full gas tank. All its tanks, todos sus tanques de fuel estaban llenos, right? When you start a big trip across the Atlantic, they have to be. And 12 minutes after takeoff, this plane blew up over Long Island, the Long Island Sound. The Long Island Sound is como un canal, no, in Long Island. The captain of that ship was Ralph G. Kevorkian. Ralph G. Kevorkian. And there were, number 6, 230 fatalities that day. There were no survivors. And some people said there was a problem with some wiring, cableado. But there are other reports that, they found fragments of explosives and traces of explosives. And, there are a lot of people who think that plane was unintentionally shot down. Okay, derribado, tirado, unintentionally. And they were testing some kind of missile system, and that plane was in the way. But of course, that does not look good, right? So a military or a country, of course. I'm not saying it's true or false, but I'm saying if I were putting my shoes in the military where it happened or the country where it happened, I would try and cover it up too. Again, it's all out there. You just got to look and make up your own decisions there. Come up with your own decisions. You can search for TWA Flight 800. And it happened today in the year 1996. So it's not too long ago. And quite a sad one, though. I mean, the families still want answers. They feel like they haven't gotten the answers, straight answers there. And they want the plain truth. All right, that's your spelling bee. I'm sure there's a movie on this. There must be a movie. I know there are documentaries. Well, speaking of movies, name that movie. Yes, it's Name That Movie here on the show with no name. Let's see what we've got for today's Name That Movie. All right, here we go. The relationship between a politician and a contemporary dancer is affected by mysterious forces keeping them apart. Okay, so the relationship between a politician and a contemporary dancer is affected by mysterious forces keeping them apart. So remember, politics es la política. Un político, o mujer también, is a politician. And policy is la política. I don't like their foreign policy, su política al exterior, por ejemplo. All right? So anybody know it? Well, either way, let's start taking a look at it because, you know, we tend to run out of time. So Elise says, I'm not some hopeless romantic. And a hopeless romantic es no tienes arreglo. No, eres un romántico sin arreglo. I'm not some hopeless romantic. I would never allow myself to be that way. But once I felt, even for a moment, what I felt with you, lo que sentí contigo. Elise says, you ruined me. Me arruinaste. I didn't want to settle for less. No iba a acomodarme con menos, no, estar satisfecho con menos, to settle for less. And David says, oh, I know the feeling. And Elise says, it scares the shit out of me. It scares the shit out of me. Me asusta más no poder. And David says, I'm not going to hurt you. Yo no te voy a hacer daño. And Elise says, you don't need to say that. No hace falta que digas eso. And David says, I'm not going to hurt you. All right, the movie is called The Adjustment Bureau. The Adjustment Bureau. And it's a movie that came out in 2011. And it stars Matt Damon and Emily Blunt. All right, let's move on. It's time for your joking.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what did the guy say when he walked into the bar? Ouch. Ouch. You get it? Ouch. He walked into the bar. You're joking.
All right, folks. Here we go. Some jokes. Well, since we were looking at swallows and birds, well, I figured we could take a look at swallows and swifts. I figured we could take a look at some bird jokes. All right, here we go. No single bird can defeat me. Ningún pájaro solitario me puede vencer a mí. Yeah, that's right. No single bird can defeat me. But two can.
That was really corny, Dad.
No. But toucan? Toucan? Is that how you say it? The one with the nose, the beak? Toucan? Pero dos sí que pueden. Toucan? Is that how you say it? So no single bird can defeat me, but two can. All right. What do you call a bird that hits the gym? Que acude al gimnasio. A bird that hits the gym. Jacked sparrow.
You must be joking, dude.
No. Jacked sparrow. Well, I know you know Jack Sparrow, right? Pirates of the Caribbean. But jacked es que estás con muchos músculos. So jacked sparrow. We looked at the word sparrow. Gorrión musculado. Jacked sparrow. Man, did you see that guy at the door? El portero? Man, he was jacked. All right. Well, folks, learning with a little bit of humor. But right now, we've got some birthday parties to attend.
Famous birthdays for you. Famous birthdays for me. Famous birthdays for everyone on the show with no name. Famous birthdays for him. Famous birthdays for her. Famous birthdays for everyone on the show with no name.
That's right, amigos. It's famous birthdays. And number one today, we've got an American singer, songwriter, and drummer, a founding member of the Eagles. O sea, que seguimos con pájaros. Okay, hey, no problem. The Eagles. All right, now you see why there were so many bird references throughout today's show. So yeah, wow, this guy, great. Hotel California. Life in the fast lane, viviendo la vida a tope. The long run, a la larga, in the long run. And well, one of my favorite ones as well is he did these though as a solo artist. The Boys of Summer. Oh, que temazo. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. And all she wants to do is dance. So this guy, I got to say, I'm a fan when he was with the Eagles and also when he was a solo artist. Number 2, this English actor died in 2025, not too long ago, but was born today in 1938. His last name is Sello. Hey, we looked at the word sello, didn't we? In today's homophones, sello, sellar. Well, that's his last name. And, well, the guy's been in so many different movies throughout his life, including The Adjustment Bureau, the movie that we looked at in today's Say What soundbite. But, man, he was just amazing. He was in Superman, Superman 2, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and many, many more. Star Wars Episode 1, definitely a killer actor. And speaking of killer actors or actresses, this woman was born today in 1934, an American actress. She did many, many roles, but the one that really catapulted her to stardom is playing Nurse Ratched in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Uno voló sobre el nido del coco. Is that how we say? One flew over the cuckoo's nest. All right, today's famous birthdays. Number 1, Don Henley from the Eagles. Number 2, Terrence Stamp, who likes to stomp his feet on a tree stump. Terrence Stamp is number 2. And number 3, Louise Fletcher. Louise Fletcher, who played many, many different roles on TV, in theater, and also on the big screen. But she won the Academy Award for playing Nurse Ratched in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And this is her in today's Say What soundbite. She is giving Billy a guilt trip, haciéndole sentir culpable. And she says, aren't you ashamed? ¿No estás avergonzado? And Billy says, very proudly, standing up for himself, defendiéndose a sí mismo, no, I'm not. And the rest of the guys applaud in the asylum. They all applaud him. And Nurse Ratched says, well, you know, Billy, she's a manipulator. In fact, Ratched is llave inglesa, right? So, you know, Billy, what worries me is how your mother's going to take this. Lo que me preocupa es cómo tu madre va a aceptar esto. And he stutters. He goes crazy. It works. She gets in his head. And he goes, well, you don't have to tell her, Miss Ratched. And he stutters or stammers. And Nurse Ratched says, I don't have to tell her. Your mother and I are old friends. You know that. And she is being nasty. Here she is, Nurse Ratched, and our birthday girl, Louise Fletcher, playing the role.
Aren't you ashamed?
No, I'm not.
All right. You know, Billy, what worries me is how your mother's going to take this.
Well, you don't have to tell her, Miss Ratched.
I don't have to tell her. Your mother and I are old friends, you know that.
All right, excellent job, everybody. Wonderful job. Thank you for all your participation. And don't forget to participate in our question of the week. You still have time. We're going to say goodbye with Don Henley and the Boys of Summer. Thank you so much, everybody, and ciao for now.